lines are,
I forgot to
it
record.
is when you are, beg pardon?
I forgot to record.
No issue. We are recorded in
Okay,
mind,
yes.
actually. It is recorded in our mind. Rarely we forget our discussions.
Yeah. Continue, Shamil Rauji.
So, I was referring to that Tom Jr.
Mm-mm.
He is also an important character because
Correct.
I saw immense transformation in him because of a book that is The Prophet by Khalil Gibran.
Correct.
And he goes and he apologizes sincerely to Laila. He writes, regrets his mistakes, apologizes, renounces everything that his father wants, actually. A father wants to give him. He leaves the place and goes away. An extremely bad man gets an extremely good man. Whatever that is, you put it, both extremes. So that character also I liked. So those 3 plus 1, 4 for me. Others may say, actually. And that quote is also very good. That Gibran's only 3 lines. I'll read out if you give me time. It is when your spirit goes wandering upon the wind. It is when your spirit goes wandering upon the wind that you, alone and unguarded, commit a wrong unto others and therefore unto yourself. That means when you commit a wrong to others, you commit a wrong to yourself.
Correct.
So that is how regrets and goes. It is at the end that I liked that actually. There are several books referred to in the last pages actually. So many writers. There is a wall that he is built up. Henry James, Lucy. So diverse
All of them.
writers. Alan Poe.
This was in which page, Shamal Rauji, this quote?
Just a second. I'm coming to the point.
I got it. 320.
232. I folded it. I know I will be asked. That is 329, ma'am.
Yeah, 329.
I kept it. I kept it full.
Yeah.
Found out, madam.
Yes,
Found out.
I got it. Yeah.
The last few pages I liked reading again and again.
Nice.
Somehow. Anyway,
I have not read The Prophet by Khalil Gibran.
I didn't also read. I once or twice, 2, 3 pages, but
Okay, I've never read it. I should.
I've
he's
read
also a
quotes,
writer.
just quotes from it, and I've heard. Yeah.
Okay.
So then a recommendation for at some point of time to bring that up for the club. It's a
Okay.
and it's a very slim volume. So
okay. Is it a story, Ramya, or is it like?
It's not actually fiction. It's basically there's a prophet who is going away, and I interpreted it as the prophet is dying, but it may not be that. Going away, and the people of the land are asking the prophet. They're going to miss him, so they're asking him,
stay back.
Speak to us of love, speak to us of children, speak to us, and each chapter is his thoughts on it.
Exactly. He speaks on all subjects actually.
Yeah. And it's somehow it's just the writing is so poetic, and it doesn't and it's very, very progressive also. Like you would
can keep
expect
it as a tabletop book. You can keep it anytime you feel like you can refer, get inspired. Very
So that's a
small
book
book,
that I
120
gift to a
pages.
lot of
Okay.
I gift that book to a lot of people because it's easy even for
Yes,
non-readers.
and I could understand. 120 pages, small book.
I need to get my hands on this. I should also. I've
Please.
never tried this. Yeah.
Even I want to read it.
Yes.
Next in the book club. No, I think no.
No,
We need a story.
we need a story.
It's too small actually. We can do it sometimes when we have less time.
Yeah, true. Or
I
maybe
mean,
I don't know if
like
it's something to be read in a sitting,
anything.
or maybe to, like jump into it and come out kind of a thing. Because these kind of thoughts, like quotes are very heavy. You want to give it time and digest in your mind for some time before you go.
It requires a lot of contemplation. You just cannot pick up.
Yeah.
And any number of times read, that many number of times you get a new ideas, new inputs into your mind.
Correct. True, true, very true.
Definitely. It
Yeah.
is a serious reading, that one.
Yeah. Let me share screen again. I think I had one more. There was one more thing I had. Yeah, one more discussion question.
Yes, ma'am.
So, why do you think the author has chosen to set pomegranate soup in 1980s Ireland instead of today? And how do you think the village perpetuates the fairy tale image tourists often have of Ireland? In what ways, if any, does this little village in Ireland differ from this, idealized picture which we normally have of Ireland?
No, something that occurred to me with the previous question was that from
Yes.
a very 2020s point of view, when we look at it, both the older girls uh, fall in love with the men who are quite they are fundamentalists. In
Correct.
today's point of view, we would see it that way. But I think at that point of time, the norm and hence the system was America supporting and this that Shah. So radical revolution, which is something that young people gravitate to, was being being religious, really, which
Mhm.
Stationery Shop of Tehran covers better than
Correct.
this book did.
Yeah.
So that was seen as very revolutionary, very lot of self-respect, and as opposed to going by whatever America is saying and things like that.
Mm.
So I think it might should probably frame it from the context of that point of time, that it's not that they willingly fell in love with men who would oppress them, because those men were also probably not like that. They
Mm.
were also young people who in their minds thought that they were doing the right thing, and brave new world kind of a thing at that point
Mm.
of time,
Mm.
which is the tragedy of Iran of that time, no? So, and I don't really see that this could have been set at a different time. I mean, it would have been a different story then, because that was a very specific point in time when there wasn't the internet, so there was very little knowledge about um, what brown culture was like, what Iran was like, and how you could be. Even today, I know people even today who are very surprised that Afghanistan and Iran used to be like all those photos you see from even 60, 70 years ago with women in dresses and all that in
Yeah.
Afghanistan, Iran, and all that. And because the narrative is that these are Muslim countries, which means they have permanently been under hijab only, and
Mm.
that's so,
Yes. True, very true. And it
whatever we
is very
think of as
surprising.
progress is not linear, no? And again,
Mm.
I'm saying whatever we think of as progress,
Mm.
very possible 20, 30 years from now, the next generation will look and see what were you thinking? Like,
Mm.
uh,
Yeah. There's this very famous YouTuber whose parents fled from Afghanistan, and she, when once again US left Afghanistan and that whole thing happened, Taliban coming back and taking back again. So that time she had made this video of of her history of how she came to be and stuff like that, and she shared these images of her parents, which is mind blowing. Probably, I don't know, it was such progressive dressing for that time. I'm very sure, I don't know if we had it at that point of time. India had such progressive dressing. Girls are in this beautiful, lovely A-line mini skirts with their jackets. And the boys are so smartly dressed, and it looks, there was such a Western influence definitely over there, but this looks so different from what we can think of as Afghanistan now. And yeah, I agree with you. And I think probably that's why she wanted to place it in 80s Ireland, maybe, rather than the current period, which will not, it may not work now for the current period. And also, one more thing I felt was in 1980s, Ireland was a different place than what it is in the recent time. In 1980s, Iranian persons, people coming in and setting up this cafe would have been such an exotic thing, while now it might be quite a lot more. People might be there, not just Iran, but people from all other places of the world also.
Ireland was also under British rule, no? I think at that time.
Uh, really? Okay.
Because
Yeah,
I
maybe.
think so,
Correct,
because
correct.
Dairy Girls talks about the show Dairy Girls talks about in the 90s the Ireland England conflicts and this.
So 80s, it must have still been under British.
Yeah. And also
Correct.
Ireland is Catholic, very heavily Catholic, and England is Protestant. That's
Okay.
this.
Hmm. Yeah, it's nice. It was I, and also there was this thing, this image usually of both of Britain for that matter and of Ireland, where all these small towns and villages in the place usually have families who've been living there for hundreds of years, and they never allow any outsiders to easily come in or to get um to be close to them in any way, in any social way for that matter. Uh, this was mentioned by I'm the author of who's the Wolf trilogy. Why am I forgetting the name? Bringing up the bodies and all that. Who's the one? You remember, Ramya? Or
No, I don't know the series also. Is this fantasy?
oh, no. Historical fiction. The why am I?
Wolf.
The It's fully about Britain's. No, what is the thing? What's her name? Very famous Booker Prize winner. God,
Tyler, the creator of the
no,
Wolf
no, no, no.
trilogy,
Wait, I'll
is
tell you. Hilary Mantel. Gosh,
okay.
I have some.
We read one of your books actually.
Yeah. Did we in the book club? No, I
Hilary
don't
Mantel,
think
we read.
so, Shamal Ravji.
Hilary Mantel. Hilary Mantel, it was proposed to be read. Okay. I
Yeah,
will
we proposed, I think. We wanted to read it.
Hilary Mantel,
So,
we read.
yeah.
Exactly.
So Hilary Mantel talks about this in one of her interviews or something, where she relocates to this small village in, I think it's in Britain only, where nobody talks to her, because that village has only some 100, 200 families, and all of them have been living there for hundreds of years, right from their great grandfather time. And they just don't like any outsider coming in. So it was very interesting to see that this is what a white woman faces. So I don't know what would have been the state for all these.
I think that's human nature, no? Because we are like that also. All
We
over the
are
world, this is the way, and even within India, we are very one state of India, and especially so in rural India. But I think even in the cities, it's a whole.
Mm,
This person is not like us, so
mm.
very. It's not a very open and pointed hostility, but it's a like yeah,
But
you.
Ramya, it's become better. I think that is one that I was going to say that's one of the reasons probably she placed it in 1980s, because I feel right now it's much better than what it was before.
Okay.
I don't know.
I agree. I agree.
Yeah.
Actually, it depends on where you're staying. But like
Mm.
in cosmopolitan areas, sometimes like in one society, there's people so many different places, and we and I
Correct, correct.
you sort of end up getting along pretty well. We
Yeah,
connect on interests rather than where we
yeah.
belong. In
Also,
small towns or in rural areas, it's worse.
correct.
But
Migration basically has
yeah,
become more
that's a
common.
change.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah.
Right.
Hmm.
Anyway, so that
Archana,
was,
maybe because none of us were locals in Bombay.
huh?
Maybe that was a factor. Maybe it was a factor that none of us were locals in Bombay.
Yeah,
But we
right.
met.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
if
Mumbai is like a migrant city only. Now, so I don't know whom you can call as a Mumbaikar. Probably even those who are Marathis are very few of them are basically from Bombay. Most of them are from other places who come to Bombay. But okay, they can still tell they are Maharashtrians. But yeah, but otherwise, I think that's why a place like Bombay, there's a very probably a more openness to outsiders. I don't know.
Ports
It is very
usually have that.
cosmopolitan. It is
Yeah.
very cosmopolitan.
It's very
So
Yeah.
cosmopolitan.
people from all states are there, all languages are there.
Yeah,
Ports
Because of
usually
job,
are like that all over the world. No, ports
correct.
become trading points.
Yeah,
So the confluence of cultures, languages, all of those.
That is the contact parts of business.
Yeah, true, very true. Yeah. So I think I have very little quotes. This was something it sounded very interesting in the way, their
Oh, acha.
romance started. So I just added this. So to him, Laila's promising aroma was not a reminder of a long lost boyhood or the instigator of teenage lust. No, for Malachi, the sight of Laila's exotic profile filling up a bag of white onions was a sign, a resounding yes to the age old questions of the divine. Yes, there was a God. Yes,
What?
there was life beyond the sleepy valleys of Balinacro. Yes, there were undiscovered universe waiting just for him. And one of them was standing right before him in all her astounding Milky Ways.
It's quite poetic, ma'am.
It's quite poetic
It's
and
not for any, yes,
it was
it's not
very
for anything
different.
else. It's
Yeah.
you
And
can say it for that.
a treasure
Iran is
trove.
also the land of Rumi, no? So
Yeah.
Ah,
traditionally,
yes.
Correct. That influence comes in
Yes,
this book
yeah,
a lot. Yeah.
not just
yes.
poetry, but also the whole wine and the pleasures of the world, but also in a spiritual
Yeah.
quest. So
Mm.
Yes,
So, a treasure trove of spices that would have made the thieving Alibaba jealous sat huddled in one
settled.
corner of the van. The motherly embrace of Adwe, a mixed allspice of crushed rose petals, cardamom, cinnamon, and cumin, the warm tomb of turmeric, and that spice worth more than its weight in gold, saffron.
That's settled.
And one more thing, I have not put it up in the thing. What I liked, what it was a very different one. Black Friday, they were calling the massacre, but all Laila could see
Ah,
was red everywhere. You know, that was a very, that was one more which I had found. But otherwise, I think before Tulika came, I was just telling them, Tulika, I couldn't really find much of quotes, except one more now, which Shamal Ravji pointed from the book. Yeah, which is that it is when you.
And somewhere she speaks of steamed rice and then how to approach life in any situation. Remember that quote?
Oh, okay. I know I didn't
Ah,
list it.
how rice is to be cooked and how problems in life are to be faced. That is what she said. Yeah, let me find out it.
I
Mm.
think rice is a very the cooking of rice is very important to Irani culture because they that bottom of the rice in the pan they let it
Yeah,
char a
burn.
bit, and that's
Yeah,
apparently treated as a delicacy. The
That is the main
tadig,
foundation, actually.
yeah.
I
That's
found
very
it out.
funny. I didn't know that, Here,
I bought out. I found it.
you got the
apparently
quote.
given to either it's given to
Ah,
the oldest member in the family, or it's given to someone who's very like great
important.
respect for them, and this
treasures.
the bottom bit of it, which is
Yeah. I
slightly crisped and burnt.
That's very interesting.
Something like this I read in one of Shafak's books also. The same idea of the crisp rice. I think it is the Bastard of Istanbul. She has
Oh,
something similar,
Yeah,
like that
tadig
crisp
or
rice.
sadig. It's
okay. I didn't
Ah,
know.
right. No, I
Okay.
yeah.
remember.
I did read Bastard of Istanbul, but I think I probably missed it. Yeah.
No, that one comes up in a
Mm.
few different Iran stories.
Okay.
Sadig, yeah.
But so one more thing which I like did a bit of research and found out was there was this very famous Iranian restaurant which was opened by a brother and sister who fled from the Iranian Revolution, and they came to Chennai,
Oh,
and they started this restaurant in Chennai. But now both of them are like somewhat old and stuff. So what they've done is they shut down the restaurant, but they are still carrying it out in their own home. And instead of a lot of dishes, they have a fixed menu kind of thing and it's very popular. There are, but it's not everyone knows it because they not really put on social media or
yeah.
something like that. Yeah, see, Meghalaya says they have reopened recently. But Meghale, have they reopened it as a restaurant or have they reopened it at their home? Because the video I showed it like it was like a home. And the video is there on. Oh, okay. You saw both. Okay. Very nice. I saw the video, Oh, restaurant on the evenings. Fine. ECR. Okay. Okay. So something nice to do the next time I'm in Chennai.
What does this ECR stand for, ma'am?
East Coast
East
Road.
Coast Road.
Yeah.
East Coast Road. Okay.
Okay.
Location.
Yeah. So you can also join us, all of you. We
Thank
could
you.
go and check out the restaurant.
Chennai trip, yes.
Chennai trip. Yeah.
But yeah.
So
There's a
Shamal ji has put a quote on rice. Would you like to read it out, Shamal ji? You can read it out.
No, you please go ahead, ma'am. No problem.
So cello or steamed rice is vital to Persian cuisine as it lays the foundation upon which other main dishes are built. The rice, each grain a separate pearl of wisdom, needs to be cooked slowly for half an hour before the famed tadik can be made.
uh,
How is it pronounced?
I think it's
Tadig.
Tadig or Zadig. I've heard it, read it as Zadig also in some books.
Okay.
Ah,
A simple touch, the dental touch, Margin nodded solemnly to herself as she lowered the heat under the pot of rice. Okay, that was the way to approach any situation, whether in cooking or in life.
That's a good one.
That's a good one.
How she is trying to draw parallels, wisdom. Normally, that is required to lead a life from cooking, from recipes,
I
from the
think
way
a
of
lot of
cooking.
cultures. Sorry, Shaman Rauji. Sorry.
Yeah.
No, please go ahead, ma'am. That is
No,
what
no.
I wanted to say.
I think a lot of
Yes.
cultures, including Indian culture, we have
Right.
one is rituals, social rituals bound to food
Ah,
practices, and then also like in Tamilians, there is when there's a wedding, there is one ritual where the new bahu comes to the house and boils milk.
Ah,
It's like
yes, yes,
it's an
yeah.
official thing of handing
definitely.
over the kitchen from the mother-in-law to the daughter-in-law, all of that. So similar such
Food,
rituals are there. And
exactly,
in
exactly.
meat-eating
Food,
cultures,
its
they have
preparation, timing, food, its
yeah,
preparation, timing, everything is very, very integral to our lives, ma'am.
correct. And there are also
Any occasion you take.
certain
So,
aspects of like these wisdoms of the cultures, that particular culture, which are
yes,
associated with specific food. Like Hindi, we say, no, dane dane pe likha hai khane wale ka naam, and
now
घर
that's
की
okay.
मुर्गी दाल बराबर, दाल में कुछ काला है. Like in
Yeah.
Hindi,
That's
I can
what I
think of
said.
Yeah.
Food
so
is an integral part. That is why, again, I enjoyed reading this book. Because I know little cooking. I'm telling you the secret. I was under compulsion. I had to learn cooking actually. I was posted in a place where there was nothing available. So from my mother, I had to learn cooking, take from ready-made some rations and other things, learn, throw out, again learn, throw out, then stabilize like that. It helped me. My
Nice.
father used to say, you see, anybody should learn two things. One is cooking, another is swimming. We don't know when it will come to help. It was his wisdom.
So Meghale mentioned that she wanted to try it
Oh,
this month with her friends. So Meghale, we are looking forward for a review from you. And so you should take us next time.
I wish to try that migraine. She has prepared some powder because I suffer from migraine often. I
Oh,
was thinking I will prepare. I will prepare
yeah.
that and see how far it works practically,
and
whether
all
the
the
book.
ingredients are available in India.
All the ingredients are.
Luckily, they are available. Even otherwise, also we can get Amazon. What is it?
Yeah.
But that I wanted to try actually.
Yeah. So
What is that? Uh, Migraine headache remedy. That is what she said.
Yeah.
And have you noticed how many vegetarian and non-vegetarian dishes in this?
Yeah. There were a lot
Yes.
of vegetarian dishes also. That was quite
Ah,
surprising.
you are correct.
Yeah.
Total out of 13, 5 are non-vegetarian, 8 are vegetarian.
Oh,
That is another point I was drawn to the writer.
correct.
No, but again, that's because a lot of us are used to writing by American and British authors, and their cuisines tend to focus on meat. But
Correct.
thanks to this book, I've been
Meat,
reading a
pork,
lot
and
of
other
looking
things.
for food fiction. And the last one I
Ah,
finished reading was by a Nigerian author. And that again
ah,
has all these elements of this magical realism because of the food. And they talk about plantains, they talk about yams, they talk about, in addition to meat and all that as well. So, and
mm.
spices, herbs, vegetables, fruits
Mm.
included in the cooking, oils, and this as part of the story. So the
What book
whole
was
Yes,
that?
yes.
that is called butter honey pig bread.
Oh,
Oh.
okay. Okay, very interesting name.
You do share the book in the group also.
I'll do
Uh,
that. That book
yeah.
is not easily available on Amazon. I think it's very expensive also, some $1,000. So I read the
Oh,
ebook,
okay.
but I really liked it. It's
So
90
my
minutes.
mother also, she's in the discussion right now, but she's like, she read the book, Pomegranate Soup, but she couldn't, she's not able to speak today. Apparently, I think my nephew must be with her or something. So she was telling me she wanted to read this rose water and soda bread or whatever that rose bread or
Yeah.
something. So she asked me to buy it. It's not available.
It's not available. I downloaded it. So
Otherwise, it's not
but
available. That's quite sad,
but if I
actually.
may suggest, if she like pomegranate soup, maybe not rose water and soda bread is very okay. There's a whole,
Mm.
I have one Goodreads because I went on one whole thing of let me read food fiction.
Okay,
And I
okay.
found the most interesting food fiction were the ones not set in the US or Britain because
Ah,
their food
of
cultures
course.
are very, very bland.
Correct,
But
correct. Of course.
food food
Yeah.
fiction and butter by Asako Yuzuki was also food fiction in that sense.
Yeah,
So
but butter was good.
I really liked it, but again,
Oh,
it's a
okay.
one of those divisive books. It's
Uh,
very
Either
it's
some
angry
like it or
feminism,
don't.
so
Okay.
it's not
Auntie?
everyone's cup of angry feminism, so it's not
Oh,
necessarily everyone's cup of tea. But a lot of
okay.
it's food as weaponization. Like food in this book is a way to bond with the community
Mm,
and reclaim one's identity. In uh, butter honey pig bread,
mm,
that one is about food as escape from traumas
mm.
and yeah, escape from trauma. And butter is basically food as weaponization. So
Okay.
yeah, so it's
Carry. So I think that's all from me.
There's this
Yeah.
Madam, you didn't tell which character you like.
I liked actually the sister a lot. The
which
uh,
sister?
El-
Bahar.
second, yeah, Bar a lot. So she was, I felt she was written also with a lot of layers. And
Yes.
yeah, see, Laila is too young, which is quite realistic. She may not be really, she might be just new place, excitement, let's see what's happening kind of a thing. But Margin was again very restricted in her way she was, and she was more focused on just thinking of the future without really,
Yes, yes. How to
addressing the
take care
past.
of your siblings.
Yeah. Which was a very elderly sister thing to do. But I think with her,
Almost a mother role.
yeah, almost a mother role, which is what, yeah, it is true. It is a mother's role, in fact. And that way, I felt, Bahar was very different. She had these lot of layers to her, and it was nice. And I was, but a little, worried about her when she runs away. And
Goes away. Goes away.
yeah,
I was also worried whether she'll be in a post written or not. How
mm,
the story will let all later.
yeah, correct, correct.
But,
Yeah.
and
Oh,
ma'am, our Tulika madam, which character she liked?
Yeah, yeah. I like Marjan,
I
but
expected
I don't
Acha.
know.
Tulika to
I
say that.
felt
Because Tulika is always very nurturing. That's her character, So I was thinking Tulika would say that because she is very, I
Okay,
can
okay.
relate it to Tulika.
I liked her, but I still felt that the characters could have been better developed. So, which is
Yeah,
I didn't feel really very strongly about too
yeah,
many of them. But yeah, it had to be.
correct.
I'd pick her.
So you just missed that beginning we were talking about, Talika. One thing was, of course, the characters. I felt that they were not fully developed. And one more thing I felt was
Yes.
even about the either Iran side or about life in Ireland. Both were also not fully developed. It was very superficially.
Very just
Yeah,
touched upon.
correct.
And there were another thing, the big things, the really big things just happened, like
Hmm.
uh, Tom Jr.'s change of heart, Bahar's change of heart. I somehow, I don't know, it just happened. So that was, you in 3 days, I don't know whether they meant that was magical realism. People don't change like that. I just found it a little unrealistic,
Hmm.
which took away a
If
little bit
I'll
from the pleasure in the book.
Hmm.
fine, let me supplement one more point. He continuously read for 38 hours.
Exactly. How is that
That
possible?
was also, how is it possible?
Magic
That is
realism.
one thing. We have to put under magic realism. That is the thing.
Good. It was
Yeah,
good discussion,
so
good
that.
fun. But whatever may be the book, it's always fun to discuss it with all of you. So,
Always.
yeah.
So, what are we reading next?
Yeah, exactly. Biggest question again. Oh,
I've added some suggestions, and again, it's not for the next one because this one I know pomegranate soup was my suggestion.
oh no,
But
nothing like
I
that.
just want to seed it here for
Mm,
future, even if you want to read on your own. These are all food fiction that I
mm.
were really
Actually,
suggested.
Have you
the
put it in the chat, Ramya, or is it on the group?
I have put it in the chat. Yes.
is
I
And
anyone
copied, ma'am.
interested
In
in
the chat.
reading This Is Where the Serpent Lives?
I transferred to a Word document those books. Just let me see.
Yeah. So in This Is Where the Serpent Lives, actually it's about the caste divide in Pakistan. And
Ooh, okay.
the
I haven't
author
read a
actually,
Pakistani book like.
yeah, we've not read it. And this one, he's actually a very popular author. After his first book, I think he's writing now after nearly 18 years gap or something. And so he has he's lived in US for about 15-20 years or so, but now he's relocated to Pakistan and he's taken up a farm and he's doing some farming or something like that. And
Okay.
apparently this book is really good, and uh, there's a huge divide between the feudal lords and the working, farmers and all that, which has been brought out very well. If you're and it's a very new book, so if you're interested, we could pick up that one too. This Is Where the
Can
Serpent
you
Lives, where
put it? Can
Daniel.
you put it in
I
chat
did.
box, ma'am?
Yeah, okay, I'll put it again in the chat box.
this is what
So since
the White Crow Book Club is also discussing.
Yeah, White Crow Book Club is also discussing this. And somehow it felt very interesting
Have
and very gripping.
we can actually think about. There's another book, I don't know if you've heard about it, called The Guardian and a Thief. It's a dystopian book. I haven't read it,
Okay.
but it is on my reading list.
Okay.
So we could, you could
What
look
is
at
the name? Can you just put it in the
this
chat,
thing.
Tulika?
Huh. I'm putting it in on the group, so you
Okay.
can look at
Yeah,
it.
put it
Chat
in the
will
group.
disappear, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
And please, everyone, whoever shared the reads also, please put it in the WhatsApp group. Ramya, you too.
Yeah.
And Shamal Rao-ji, please do put
I
it.
put mine already, ma'am.
Okay, great.
I put it.
Yeah.
Ma'am, have you come across this Amitav Kumar writer?
Why is the name very familiar? Yes, I think
Not Amitav Ghosh, it is
yeah, not
Amitav Kumar.
Amitav Ghosh, Amitav Kumar. I have come across this.
He is from Bihar.
Mm-hmm.
I read one or two books of him. He is
Okay.
an English professor in America. I follow him in Substack.
Okay.
The point is actually he has got a group like us, ours.
Oh,
So they have chosen a book typically, The Enigma of Arrival,
the enigma of
Naipaul,
arrival. Okay.
V.S. Naipaul.
Hmm.
It'll be
V.S.
nice to have an
Naipaul's book
Indian
is,
author, no?
he's
Yeah,
in
yeah, mine is
Naipaul.
an Indian
He was
author.
in Trinidad, then he went to London. He was
Hmm.
in Trinidad earlier. We can call him an Indian
Yeah,
So
yeah.
what they do is the
Mm,
target is 30 days. You had a proposal earlier. So
mm,
everyone, whole group reads 10 pages each day.
mm.
And end of this 30 or 31 days, they sit for discussion.
Okay.
And he has written, particularly on closing chapter, he made his observations at the last day.
Mm,
Then the discussion begins.
mm.
He writes, the closing chapter is one of my favorite pieces of writing by Naipaul. My notes on it could run to 50 pages. The thing I have chosen to make are only as important as 100 other things that have gone unremarked. Some observation he made. So
Okay.
this is how they read books,
Mm,
that group.
nice.
Uh,
So, what is the name? Once again, can you please share the title, Shamil Ravji?
we are
In the
the
group
enigma.
name.
I'll put. Can I put it here, ma'am?
Yeah,
Put
but
it.
please put in the group also because it'll be
Because
easier.
it will disappear.
Yeah, here it'll
I'll put it
disappear.
on YouTube. Yeah.
Tulika, I just saw about your book too. It is sounds really interesting.
Anna,
Yeah, sounds
climate
very
change
interesting.
and yeah, I've been meaning to read it. I haven't read it, which is why I'm not pushing
Uh,
it. But
okay.
yeah,
It's
sounds interesting.
also long listed also, right? Long listed or something. I just saw it was long
So
listed
that
for
I
the
don't know.
National Book Award.
What is the difference between long listed and shortlisted?
That is 12
So
and this is 6, na, ma'am.
yeah, 12 books
More
are
books,
long
less books.
listed and 6 are shortlisted.
A
It's
shortlisted.
like
Okay.
semi-final and final, that kind of
Got
thing.
it. Have you read any
I
Camilla
I
Shamsi on the
recently read a book which kind of like it was horrible. It was a dystopia. It's called Tender is the Flesh. Not recommended reading.
Okay, good.
Good
It
to know. Good to
no,
know.
it's
At
scary,
least
scary to
that's a
the
good
core.
list.
It's about cannibalism. So
Okay.
Ooh,
yeah.
Oh my God, I cannot handle that.
It was
have you read any Camilla Shamsi on the group?
no, we haven't.
We
Pakistani author.
haven't.
Mm.
Here, this is the book I'd suggest.
Okay, Salt and
Salt
Saffron.
and
Salt and
Saffron.
saffron.
Yeah.
I've heard of this.
Camilla Shamsi is, I think, probably a little older than us only. Like, I think she's probably around 50 or so. So she writes about contemporary Pakistan, and it feels very relatable. The life she talks about in um, this place, Lahore and Karachi, and this. This is one, and her later book
I'd
was
like to
Best
read
of
that.
Yeah.
So,
So what I'll do is
Put
let
it in the group.
so Shamal Ravji, you want to suggest the Enigma of Arrival?
354 roughly. So I thought
Okay.
they found it interesting. And the language is, because it's a Nobel Prize winner, so naturally the standard is different. No, I'm not suggesting it. It is for the whole group to vote and so whatever that is.
Yeah. No, we will put up a poll. Let's put up a poll.
Because
We'll take Guardian
it's
and the Thief, and
ah,
I'll put This Is Where the Serpent Lives also. Okay, and
Salt and
we'll put
saffron.
Enigma of Arrival also, and
ah.
Salt and I forgot the name.
Salt and Saffron.
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 Saffron. Camilla Shamsi.
Hmm.
Is it a food book also?
It's not a food book.
Oh,
I thought
God.
it was a slightly different recommendation.
Okay.
If you want food book, I have
And
food book.
No, we don't want food book. We'll take something
No, that's
different.
fine. So
Yeah.
We
there's
don't
no need
want
for
food
you
book.
like this for your own
Very
little
fattening.
thing.
Food
Yeah.
books are
hope
fattening.
it is not Iranian literature because you
It's
refer
not
to
Iranian,
saffron
it's
there.
Pakistani. It's
Oh,
Pakistani.
Pakistani.
I can
Pakistan.
tell you a little bit about the book as a
Good.
like without spoilers if you want.
Mm-hmm.
So salt, should I?
No,
Or
it's okay. Otherwise, let's not.
yeah,
It may be like more interesting. Sometimes if little things might really grip you when you don't know
fair
anything and
enough.
go in, sometimes it's more fun, I feel.
No, fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough. It's just
Yeah.
Good.
Good. So with these
We
4
have a
books,
very
I'll just
good
put up a
list.
poll and we'll decide then with that.
Done.
Okay. Great.
Yeah.
Wonderful seeing all of you.
Bye.
Thank you for joining in. Yeah.
Same.
Thank you
So
so much,
much
Ashna.
joining
What a
and leaving.
Yeah. Thank you. Bye. Bye, Ramya.
Bye.
Bye,
Good night.
Tulika. Bye, Shamal Ravji. Bye. Bye.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you.
Namaste.
Namaste.